I greet my viewers with now a liberal message from such a notorious politologist like me, Armin Aknogen. Well, actually, this time I want to comment on the fact of Democratic President Barack Obama receiving a Nobel Prize, and he said at the same time cynical phrase like some of those soldiers would be killed and some will kill. Right-wing press like CNN considers Democratic President Barack Obama war president, and I think that he sends American soldiers, to kill Al-Qaeda, or what kind of official propaganda Barack Obama falsely believes. There is no Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. There is only internal opposition and tribal warriors formations that's called tribal militias. And if Barack Obama thinks that he sends about 36,000 troops more to Afghanistan, it will actually help achieve any military or political goal in Afghanistan to get rid of Al-Qaeda, he's wrong, because Al-Qaeda had nothing to do with Afghanistan. Previously, it had a few bases only in Afghanistan. It was been by the year 2000 when members of Mohammed Adda suicidal bombing group were trained in those Al-Qaeda training camps. Those training camps were bombed away by the US Air Forces, training camps in Afghanistan, if you will. And after that, Taliban got nothing to do with Al-Qaeda most of the time. And had only marginal contacts, marginal connection with Al-Qaeda, and actually it's actually task of Afghan military corps, Afghan soldier officers, to fight, to wage counterinsurgency operations in Afghanistan. Because America does violate national sovereignty, territorial integrity of Afghanistan by engaging in conflict with its guerrilla force, Taliban-led guerrilla force, and we actually suffered casualties of about 700 soldiers and 11,000 wounded American warriors so far. And I believe this is not worth the political ends of this operation, because Barack Obama wants to reduce probably number of Al-Qaeda, but he should understand that Al-Qaeda operated like narco-mafia groups, that mostly were involved like Colombian narco-mafia and Hamas narco groups in America, most situated in America, where its most structure went from. They were not situated in Afghanistan. They were situated mostly in Arab countries like Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and Chad. That's where most Al-Qaeda bases are. But Afghanistan is not worth fighting for. And when the American only wasted billions of dollars waging this unpopular war in Afghanistan and suffered severe casualties. And I believe that American soldiers should not die in vain for the imperialist ambition of President Barack Obama and congressional majority, Democratic majority, that wants only waste billions of dollars on this unpopular and useless, futile campaign in Afghanistan. And I believe that those 11,000 crippled American warriors do not actually justify the end of the war to fight Al-Qaeda, because Al-Qaeda is mostly situated in America, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Arab countries mostly. Is a bunch of Arab nationalists and narco dealers that engage in a network of drug dealers and dope traffickers that engage in terrorist act. That's all there is. But tribal militias of Pushtu tribes, got nothing to do with them, very little. And actually, I believe that Barack Obama deserves actually a Nobel Prize for his establishing deadline of withdrawal of U.S. troops in July 2011, after which U.S. troops will be withdrawn from Afghanistan. And I believe he doesn't want to occupy Afghanistan, sincere his desires, but he still sent 36,000 additional troops, so-called surge, according to wishes of the imperialist right-wing extremist Admiral Mullen and right-wing neo-fascist Robert Gates, who is leftover of a Bush administration regime, and I should be never been in democratic administration at all, I believe. And I actually asked Barack Obama that if he thought that predator attacks on peaceful civilians and would been committed with spring, and with summer, they killed a number of suspected terrorists, which is illegal, and they executed a number of innocent civilians firing missiles with unmanned predator drones directed by U.S. Air Force personnel. And I believe that this was outrageous, and this was inhuman, and this was human rights violations, a violation of international war codes, which prohibit use of unmanned vehicles to carry weapon systems. And I believe that Barack Obama should be aware of that these predator attacks at suspected terrorists should be prohibited. And assassination of suspected terrorists is illegal, it's a crime. It violates Geneva and Helsinki Human Rights Accords. It violates the spirit of war, and actually it violates the laws of war. And I believe that Barack Obama will stop this war and withdraw troops as soon as possible, because further escalation of conflict in Afghanistan will only lead to national liberation movement, and Afghanistan will cause OPEC, Muslim-controlled countries to raise prices on raw oil, and will cause another crisis, oil crisis, which will lead to a raise of gasoline retail prices to $4.35, like it was in 2007. And I believe this war should stop, and stop immediately. And withdrawal, deadline of withdrawal of July 2011 is just the beginning. And actually, the beginning which should follow by gradual reduction in U.S. military presence and Western military presence, British and Canadian military presence in Afghanistan. But actually, we take severe casualties, and I actually regret that most young American men should die and become crippled just to satisfy imperialist ambitions of Democratic President Obama and Democratic congressional majority. Hopefully the war will stop, and because it contradicts American interests, and Al-Qaeda has nothing to do nowadays with Afghanistan.